So for Julia and 7:30, the way it looks, it's if this changed, uh, okay. How hard would it be to put 4 at the alert desk and anchors on the desk for page 7:30? Well, I'm just saying that's what it's written like now. Um, so 7:30 looks like it's going to be 3 on a 2, anchors double boxing pitching to Julia, who's on 4 at the alert desk, and she'll have 3 tapes: VOA, soundbite with VO continuous and B, then a VO and A. So
no ink quad.
No ink quad. I make things. I can't tell the difference anymore. No, never mind.
I'm going to put 727 on a 3 then.
Yeah, 3 on a 3. Yeah. And then 4 at the V. Yeah, that'll work. And then we'll just 731 will be 3 straight rich, and yeah.
And Joseph has changed his mind and decided that he wants to be live here again. So you're going to get a new 731.
I didn't even get a chance to tell you that change. So
okay, so he's still live then.
There's a 30.1, 30.1. This just in, wiping to VO and A. 30.1 just in, wiping to VO and A. And let's see. New 31. Joseph has a sound bite. I'm not sure if that was on the rundown or not, but it is. Minute out. And then new 7. Okay, new 732. Leanne pitching to Tristan. Okay, all right. Okay, now we're moving things around with 35 seconds left in the break.
What?
Jeremy just called me. He moved some things. I'll wait till
30 seconds out.
Weather.
Well, let's see. It looks like we're leading with page 31. We're leading with page 31. Then to 32. 15 seconds. Then page 30. And then we'll go from there. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up on it, music.
Okay, welcome back, everybody. Hey, not a bad day to get on an airplane and fly someplace. Good luck if you do. It's 7:29. I'm Rich Luntz.
I'm Leanne Taylor.
I'm Alan Crone. Good morning.
Rain gear this morning. Rain gear maybe in the next few days.
Yeah, I would throw it in the backpack for the kids at school. Maybe moms and dads put it in the truck.
Right,
Not
so
everybody's going to need it today, but occasionally you will. And I think tomorrow would be a higher probability for a larger area. So we've already had a couple of sprinkles and small showers near the metro this morning.
So
right now, most of that is
traffic
to the
will be
east and
page
southeast
31.
of Tulsa. But again, there's going to be a chance. So temperature-wise, we're mild. We're in the lower 70s, and I think a high today is going to end up being about 80. So it's 74 right now. South wind at 13. We've had a couple of gusts near 20, and a higher humidity as well this morning, of course, with that moisture streaming back overhead. So every time period today, there will be a few spotty showers across eastern Oklahoma. It's not going to be in all spots. 77 at 10 noon, temperature at about 80.
So Joseph's live.
3 o'clock
Tristan
reading
live.
today, kind of leveling off around 80 to 81. South winds at 12, maybe 15, and spotty showers in the forecast. That's a quick update. I'll have a look at that radar and pinpoint some of those showers for you in a couple of minutes.
Ellen, thank you very much. We'll go ahead and get a look at the traffic right now. We got the commute in full swing.
We do, and we have a couple issues out there now. So take a look at a wide view here. We'll point out a few. We have a collision that was at 244 and 169, that off ramp from westbound 244 to northbound 169. So watch out for that. You might find a vehicle still left over from that collision there, very close to the ramp. And then over at 169, it's going to be northbound 169 at 51st Street. That's our latest collision. When you get into the intersection again at 244 and 169, just watch that ramp closely. They are cleaning that collision up, and by the time you get there, it might be completely cleared up. I just want to bring you just a heads up for that. Now, the latest collision is northbound 169. It's a non-injury collision. It is right at the top of your on-ramp at 61st. And this is a view coming in from the Osage Casino Skycam network. The camera is at 71st and 169. We're looking up to the north here in that outside shoulder. Again, this is your on-ramp from 61st Street. Be very careful. Folks are slowing down. It's causing quite a bit of a backup. up in a bottleneck here at 61st. But once you get past 61st up to the Broken Arrow Expressway, it's a little bit easier of a drive and just another vantage point of where those vehicles are located. Owasso drivers, it's a slow go for you, but at least you're moving out of Owasso. That drive time is looking like about 11 to 12 minutes. Coming in from the BA 14 and coming in from Tulsa Hills 7.
Roll C, Mike Hugh, intake.
Thank you very much. 7:32. The breaking news: Tulsa police have arrested a driver they say crashed into a garage of a home and then began fighting with officers near 4th and Memorial. Joseph Holloway's live on the scene, and he was there when the officers made this arrest. Joseph.
And Rich, that driver left quite a bit of damage. You can actually see all of this right here behind me. This beam that's down, and also the damage that's done to the to this garage area. Going to be quite a bit of money these guys are going to have to put in to get all of this fixed. Police say that the driver was intoxicated of some sort when he went swerving through the neighborhood and drove into this house around 4:30 this morning. Firefighters told us that the driver refused to come out, and we watched as officers went in with riot shields and guns drawn to get him out of the car. The driver was kicking and screaming as police arrested him and took him to jail. Jessica Esparza says that she's been friends with the driver for over 20 years, and she says that this is unusual behavior for him.
Roll sound. Take.
He's gone through a lot of stuff lately, and I know he went to the bar last night, and you know sometimes it brings it out in people.
Mike Hugh, and take he's up.
I talked with the homeowner off camera. He says that him and his wife, they're a little bit shaken up, but they're just glad that no one was hurt. Live on the scene on the story in Tulsa, Joseph Holloway, News on 6.
And more breaking news as fire investigators now begin their work to find out what caused a fire that spread to a tire shop near Pine and Lewis. Tristan Land live on the scene with what she's learning. Tristan?
And Leanne, firefighters continue to investigate a cause for this fire, and they will continue to do so this morning. The fire started behind this house on the 1700 block of North Lewis Place in a detached garage and spread to the tire shop next door. It took TFD around 15 minutes to put out the fire. The tires on these racks caught fire. Firefighters cut open the structure and pulled out the tires to help extinguish the flames. Firefighters say this is the second time this house has caught fire. They say the first fire happened back in August. Firefighters say no one was hurt or injured at the time of the fire, and again, this fire is still under investigation. Live on the scene on the story, Tristan Land, News on 6.
Thank you, Tristan. Tributes are happening around the world for the 59 people killed in the deadliest mass shooting in U.S. history.
Julia Benbrook is at our alert desk as people remember those who lost their lives and those who were injured as well. Julia?
Rich, we're hearing stories of heroes in the aftermath of this tragedy. This morning, people are lining up on the streets to donate blood and help some of the 520 people who were injured.
This is my hometown. This is my city. They were my friends. My friend's husband got shot in the back. He's okay. He's home, but I had to. We've been here since 9:30 this morning. We waited all day.
38 died.
Wait till it's our turn.
38 is dead.
Around the world, people are showing support. In Paris, the Eiffel Tower went dark, and in New York, the Empire State Building was lit with just a rotating halo in honor of the victims. A candlelight vigil was held at the City Hall in Las Vegas, and we have new video as part of the Vegas Strip went dark last night. President Trump is expected to visit Las Vegas tomorrow. Rich and Leanne.
Mike Hugh.
Thank you. We also have some new information just into the newsroom. Good stuff concerning a lost child who had been wandering alone in West Tulsa.
Tulsa police say a woman called them early this morning saying that she'd found a 5-year-old wandering alone in the streets. Police did find the child, who they say is autistic, and started driving him around to see if he possibly recognized his home. Now, we did a live report as police were driving through the neighborhood around 6:15 on 6 in the morning, and it turns out the child's grandmother, who lives in Owasso, saw that report, called the child's parents and police, and they were able to get to that child and get him home safely. They say he escaped through an unlocked door while the parents were asleep. The child was not hurt.
The fourth murder trial for former Tulsa police officer Shannon Kepler is going to move forward. A judge has declined all requests by Kepler's attorney to dismiss it. Kepler was charged in the 2014 shooting death of his daughter's boyfriend, Jeremy Lake. His 3 previous trials all ended with hung juries. And the trial is underway for a Seminole couple accused of murdering a 9-year-old boy years ago. Colton Clark disappeared in 2006. The boy's uncle and aunt Rex and Rebecca Clark were arrested last year after Colden's brother claimed the boys were severely abused by the Clarks. Colden's body has never been found. And the jury in the trial of Alton Nolan is going to continue their deliberations today.
The jury returned verdicts on several of the counts on Monday, 2 through 6, that recommended multiple life sentences plus 130 years. Jurors, though, now must decide a possible death sentence on count 1. That's the first-degree murder charge and beheading of Colleen Hufford. A Skytook High School art teacher facing charges after police say he showed up drunk at Friday's football game. Police say Leonard Hope had a water bottle full of vodka and a blood alcohol content of 0.28. Officers say witnesses told them that Hope inappropriately touched a girl. The school has not commented on the incident.
Now, the former chairman and CEO of Equifax is scheduled to testify on Capitol Hill today. Rick Smith is his name. He stepped down last week following a big, huge data breach at the credit reporting company. The personal information of over 100 million Americans was exposed. Smith will answer lawmakers' questions today and on Wednesday.
Musician Tom Petty died Monday night at UCLA Medical Center after suffering a cardiac arrest. Tom Petty, one of the most successful music artists of all time, selling more than 80 million records worldwide. Tom Petty was 66 years old.
And you can't hear it, but during the commercial breaks all throughout the morning, we've been playing great Tom Petty songs. All of us are big fans, so he'll be missed so much.
A lot of Tom Petty songs, a lot of shower activity over the next 36 to 48 hours. This morning is pretty spotty. A lot of folks will stay dry, others will not. Notice the clouds that are streaming back overhead. And it's not a total overcast. I mean, there's going to be a break or two, so there might be a sun ray, but we anticipate the clouds are going to win the day. So on the radar, I've adjusted the radar early this morning to show you where that very fine particulate matter, small sprinkles are developing. And now we're starting to see the actual area where shower activity is developing. So around Lake Eufaula, also east of Pryor, and then along the Red River Valley. So this is a hint that moisture is streaming back overhead. So here's the Tulsa area, a little sprinkle or two from northern Old Mulgee County into southern Tulsa County, and then some very light sprinkles and showers around Lake Eufaula to Chakotah. That's sliding to the north, so Muskogee, you'll have a little bit of that. I mean, it's not a lot, but it's kind of a nuisance precipitation. You'll flip the windshield wiper on a little bit. Also around Tahlequah, north to Rose. And then here's the Tulsa area. Every once in a while, a small little shower just kind of transition through the area. 74 right now, south wind at 13 as we take a look at the downtown area. Dew point at 71. The browner is rising. Moisture streaming back overhead. The dew point continues to climb, so the temperatures are pretty mild right now. Lower 70s. Yeah, kiddos out for bus stop weather, band practice early on this morning. Take a little bit of rain gear. Sprinkles, spotty showers a possibility. We'll be into the 70s, about 75 to 76 between the 10 and 11 o'clock hour. And notice on the future view today, as the day progresses, we'll start to see more in the way of maybe even some thunderstorms, a few of those developing. The high temperature around 80 to 81 should be regulated by the cloud cover and the moisture content in the atmosphere. And then later tonight, still a chance for showers. So the hour-by-hour forecast today, the 10 o'clock reading at 73, the noon hour at 77, 3 o'clock, it's going to be about 80 degrees, and between the 9 and 10 o'clock hour tonight, those temperatures would also be into the 70s. So that'll get us set for today. Now, my next update at 7:46, more on the active weather for a part, but not all of the weekend, and also the return of fall weather early next week.
Thank you, Alan. Still ahead, Thunder are going to be playing the Houston Rockets tonight here in Tulsa.
But find out which player won't be playing and what another says about playing with Carmelo Anthony.
And now we have a collision on 412, the Keystone Expressway between the Gilcrease Museum Road and Kiwanis on that outside shoulder. We'll have more information on other collisions in the metro coming up in a few minutes.